How to introduce kids to AI, age by age. What's the right age to teach your child about artificial intelligence? If you're a parent pondering this question, you're definitely not alone. AI is becoming a bigger part of our daily lives, from storybook apps and voice assistants to learning games and smart devices. Our children are already growing up alongside this technology, often encountering it without us even realizing. But the great news is, you don't need to be a tech expert to help your child understand artificial intelligence. The key is finding the right words and the right approach as they grow. So let's break it down age by age. For little ones between ages 3 and 5, the introduction to AI should be playful and simple, woven into everyday experiences. At this stage, children learn best through curiosity and imitation. When your toddler chats with a voice assistant or a talking toy, explain AI as a smart helper or a robot friend that listens and follows instructions. You might say something like, "Alexa is a machine that listens and talks, but she doesn't have feelings like you do." Encourage them to use voice commands, ask simple questions, or sing songs together with these tools. The focus here is not on how AI works, but on creating a safe and fun space for interaction, reminding them that the technology is friendly, but fundamentally different from people. As your child enters the ages of 6 to 8, their natural curiosity really starts to bloom. They're now asking how things work and why. This is the perfect time to introduce the basic building blocks of artificial intelligence, like recognizing patterns and learning by example. You can compare AI's learning to their own experiences, saying, "AI learns by watching and repeating, just like how you learn to ride a bike or tie your shoes." Introduce educational apps or games that show how AI responds and adapt to what they do. Encourage questions like, "How did the app know what I like?" Use these moments to explain that AI tools notice what they interact with most and try to make things more enjoyable based on their actions. For children in the 9 to 12 age group, it's time to dig a little deeper. At this stage, kids can begin to understand the concepts of data, privacy, and digital responsibility. Explain that when they use apps or play games, those programs might remember their preferences so they can make better suggestions. You might say, "When you use an app, it might remember what you like, but that's because it's designed to keep you engaged." This is also the age to introduce the idea that AI isn't perfect. Sometimes it makes mistakes, and sometimes the information it provides could be biased or incomplete. Encourage critical thinking by asking them to question their digital experiences and talk to you about anything that doesn't feel right or makes them uncomfortable. Once your child enters their teen years, 13 and up, they're ready for more sophisticated discussions. Now, AI is part of their world in bigger ways, influencing search results, social media feeds, and even recommendations on what music to listen to or videos to watch. Open up conversations about how AI shapes their opinions and choices. Ask questions like, "How do you feel about AI making decisions for people?" Invite them to think about the ethics of technology, explore basic coding, or investigate the impacts of AI on society. This is the right time to nurture their sense of responsibility and empower them to not only use technology wisely, but also to consider how they might create or shape it in the future. Above all, remember that introducing your child to AI is not about rushing them into using the latest gadgets. It's about planting seeds of understanding at every stage, giving them the tools to thrive in a world where artificial intelligence is all around them. When children grow up understanding how AI works, they become not just smart users, but thoughtful, responsible creators of tomorrow's technology. So no matter how old your kids are, start the conversation today. The future needs curious, informed minds, ready to shape it with you.